Have you ever felt like you're constantly putting others before yourself, leaving little room for your own happiness? Maybe you've spent years taking care of family, hosting visitors, or adjusting your lifestyle to accommodate the needs of others. But deep down, you wonder, what if I lived alone? Would I be happier? Would life feel lighter, freer, and more peaceful? For many older adults, the idea of living alone comes with a mix of emotions: fear, excitement, uncertainty, and even guilt. Society often paints a picture that aging should be spent surrounded by family or in a shared living arrangement. But what if that's not what you want? What if your heart is telling you that it's time for something different? The truth is, living alone is not about isolating yourself. It's about rediscovering your own happiness, freedom, and personal space. In this video, we will explore 12 signs that show you may be ready to live alone as an older adult. These are not just random indicators. They are deep, emotional signals that your current living situation may no longer be serving your well-being. Maybe you've already noticed some of these signs in your life but haven't quite put the pieces together. Or perhaps you've been resisting the idea, even though a part of you feels drawn to it. By the end of this video, you'll have clarity, a deeper understanding of whether solo living is the right choice for you. Now, before we dive into the list, let's address a common concern. Is it selfish to want to live alone? Absolutely not. In fact, recognizing what you need in this stage of life is one of the most empowering things you can do. Too often, older adults feel pressured to continue living in situations that no longer serve them, whether it's living with family out of obligation, feeling drained by constant companionship, or simply yearning for a space of their own. It's important to remember that your happiness matters just as much now as it ever has. Another fear that often holds people back is the worry of loneliness. Many people assume that living alone automatically means feeling isolated, but that's not the case. The reality is, living alone can actually lead to greater fulfillment, stronger social connections, and a deeper sense of peace, especially when done intentionally. You can create a life where you enjoy your own space while still engaging with the people and activities that bring you joy. So, what are the signs that you should live alone? How do you know if this lifestyle is right for you? As we go through this list, I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences. If you find yourself nodding along, feeling a sense of relief or recognition, that's a strong indicator that you might be ready for a change. Stick with me until the end, because after going through these 12 signs, I'll also share how to overcome the fears of living alone and how to transition smoothly into this new chapter of life. Let's begin. Life is a series of transitions, and as we grow older, our needs and desires change. What may have once been a comfortable and fulfilling living arrangement can start to feel overwhelming, restrictive, or even emotionally exhausting. But how do you know if it's time to make a change? The decision to live alone is not always easy, but there are clear signs that indicate when it might be the right choice for you. In this section, we will explore the first 4 signs that suggest you may be ready to embrace solo living. Each of these signs reflects a deep emotional or practical need, whether it's a craving for more independence, a growing sense of exhaustion from shared living, or simply a realization that your current environment is no longer bringing you peace. Sign 1, you crave independence more than ever. One of the biggest indicators that you may be ready to live alone is a strong desire for independence. Over the years, you may have spent much of your time caring for others, whether it was raising children, supporting a spouse, or accommodating family members. But now, you find yourself longing for a sense of personal freedom. Maybe you dream of making your own schedule without considering others. Perhaps you'd love to wake up and start your day exactly how you want. Whether that means enjoying a peaceful morning with a cup of coffee, taking a spontaneous walk, or simply embracing the quiet. This desire for independence is not selfish. It's a natural part of personal growth. Wanting space to make your own choices, live on your own terms, and enjoy the simple pleasure of solitude is a clear sign that living alone might be the right path for you. Sign 2, you feel drained by constant interaction. Another major sign is that you feel emotionally or mentally exhausted from always being around others. While companionship can be a beautiful thing, there are times when too much social interaction, especially in a shared living space, can become draining. You might notice that you get frustrated more easily, feel overstimulated by conversations, or even find yourself avoiding social interactions just to get some peace. This isn't because you don't care about the people around you, it's because you need time to recharge. For some, living with family or roommates means dealing with constant noise, interruptions, or a lack of privacy. If you feel like you're never able to fully relax in your own home, it's a sign that you may benefit from a space where you can control your own environment. Sign 3. You long for a space that feels like yours. Home is supposed to be a place of comfort and sanctuary. But if you find yourself constantly compromising on your surroundings, it may be time to consider living alone. Perhaps you're sharing your space with family, and their lifestyle doesn't match your own. Maybe you wish you could decorate your home exactly how you like it, set your own rules, or create a peaceful atmosphere without accommodating others' needs or schedules. If you've ever felt like your home doesn't truly reflect your personality, your preferences, or your idea of comfort, that's a clear indication that you may be ready for a place that is entirely your own. Sign 4. You feel like you're always taking care of others. Many older adults find themselves in a never-ending role of caregiving. You may still be looking after grown children, helping with grandchildren, or even supporting a spouse or other family members. While caregiving can be rewarding, it can also become overwhelming, especially if it starts to take a toll on your mental, emotional, and physical health. It's important to ask yourself, are you living for others or are you living for yourself? If you feel like your days are consumed by taking care of others with little time left for yourself, it may be time to consider a change. Living alone doesn't mean abandoning your loved ones. It simply means prioritizing your own well-being so that you can live a happier, more balanced life. If any of these signs resonate with you, it may be a signal that solo living could improve your quality of life. Recognizing these feelings is the first step toward making an informed and empowered decision about your future. In the next section, we'll explore even more signs that indicate it may be time to embrace a life of independence, peace, and personal freedom. Stay with me as we continue this journey toward self-discovery. As we continue exploring the signs that you may be ready to live alone as an older adult, it's important to remember that this decision is deeply personal. It's not just about wanting more space. It's about recognizing when your current living situation is no longer serving you in a way that brings you peace, fulfillment, and happiness. In this section, we'll discuss 4 more powerful signs that indicate it might be time to embrace a lifestyle of independence. These signs are not just about physical space, but also about your emotional well-being, personal comfort, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Sign 5. You feel stressed or overwhelmed in your current living situation. Your home should be a place of peace, not stress. But if you often find yourself feeling anxious, irritated, or overwhelmed in your living space, it could be a sign that it's no longer the right fit for you. Perhaps you feel suffocated by family obligations, or maybe there are constant disruptions, noise, or lack of privacy that make it difficult to truly relax. You might feel like you never get a moment to yourself, which can lead to frustration and emotional exhaustion. If your home environment adds to your stress rather than easing it, that's a strong indicator that a change is needed. Living alone can provide the serenity and control over your environment that allows you to feel more at ease. Sign 6. You no longer enjoy the same social dynamics. As we grow older, our social needs change. While some people thrive in busy, interactive households, others reach a stage where they prefer selective socialization, meaning they want to choose when, how, and with whom they interact. If you feel like your living arrangement forces you into constant social interactions that you don't always want, it may be a sign that solo living could suit you better. You might find yourself heavy checkmark feeling drained by too much social interaction. Heavy checkmark wishing for more alone time to recharge. Heavy checkmark longing for a quieter, calmer atmosphere. Living alone doesn't mean cutting yourself off from people. It means having the freedom to engage with others on your own terms rather than being constantly surrounded by others at home. Sign 7. You have a strong desire to simplify your life. Do you ever look around and feel like everything is too complicated? The responsibilities of shared living, managing relationships, coordinating schedules, adjusting to different lifestyles, can feel overwhelming. Many older adults reach a point where they crave simplicity. Heavy checkmark a smaller, more manageable space. Heavy checkmark less clutter, fewer responsibilities. Heavy checkmark more time to focus on personal joys, hobbies, and relaxation. Living alone allows you to create the lifestyle you truly want. one that prioritizes ease, peace, and fulfillment over unnecessary stress. Sign 8, you find yourself daydreaming about living alone. Sometimes the biggest sign is the one that's been in your heart all along. If you frequently imagine what life would be like living alone, a quieter space, a simpler routine, a home that reflects your preferences, that's your intuition speaking to you. You might find yourself, heavy check mark, envisioning a home that is entirely your own. Heavy check mark, feeling excited at the thought of having full control over your schedule. Heavy check mark, longing for peace and solitude as a key part of your happiness. If these thoughts bring you a sense of relief or excitement rather than fear, it's a strong emotional clue that solo living could be the best path for you. At this stage, you might be realizing that several of these signs resonate deeply with you. That's not a coincidence. Your inner self is trying to tell you something. Choosing to live alone as an older adult is not about isolating yourself. It's about creating a life that aligns with your true needs and desires. In the next section, we'll continue uncovering even more signs that indicate it may be time for you to take this next step toward independence. Stay with me. As we continue uncovering the signs that indicate you may be ready to live alone as an older adult, it's important to reflect on the patterns in your daily life. If you've already related to some of the signs we've discussed, you're likely experiencing a growing desire for independence, peace, and personal space. In this section, we'll explore the final 4 signs that suggest living alone may be the best decision for your emotional and physical well-being. These signs go beyond just craving solitude. They highlight the deeper need for personal fulfillment, a healthier living environment, and a life that truly aligns with who you are today. Sign 9, you struggle with a lack of personal space. If you find yourself constantly craving quiet moments, but never seem to get them, this is a major sign that your living environment may not be working for you anymore. Heavy check mark, do you feel like you have nowhere to retreat when you need to be alone? Heavy check mark, do you get easily irritated by shared spaces, shared decisions, or interruptions? Heavy check mark, do you wish you could go about your day without having to accommodate others? Personal space is essential for mental and emotional well-being. If you feel suffocated by a lack of control over your environment, it may be time to create a home that is entirely your own, a place where you set the rules, decide the atmosphere, and enjoy uninterrupted peace. Sign 10, your energy levels are drained by co-living. Living with others, whether it's family, friends, or even a spouse, requires energy. There are conversations to be had, compromises to be made, and social obligations to fulfill. While this might have been fulfilling in the past, you may now find it exhausting rather than enriching. Heavy check mark, do you feel more tired or emotionally drained than usual? Heavy check mark, do you find it harder to keep up with shared responsibilities or household dynamics? Heavy check mark, do you feel a sense of relief when you have time completely to yourself? If co-living is taking more from you than it is giving, that's a clear sign that you need a change. Living alone allows you to reclaim your energy, recharge on your terms, and prioritize your well-being. Sign 11, you want to rediscover yourself. As life changes, so do we. But often when we share our space with others, we stay locked in old roles: the caregiver, the partner, the one who always compromises. Heavy check mark, have you ever felt like you've lost touch with your personal interests and dreams? Heavy check mark, do you want to reconnect with hobbies, passions, or goals that got left behind? Heavy check mark, do you long for a sense of renewal and self-discovery? Living alone can be an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to explore new routines, rediscover joy in small things, and focus entirely on what makes you happy without external pressures. Sign 12, you are no longer happy in your current living situation. Perhaps the most important sign of all is simple: you don't feel happy where you are. Heavy check mark, do you wake up feeling unsatisfied with your daily life? Heavy check mark, do you feel stuck, restless, or disconnected from your living environment? Heavy check mark, have you imagined a different, more peaceful life and felt relief at the thought of it? Happiness is not a luxury, it is a necessity. If your current living situation is no longer fulfilling you, it is okay to choose a different path. Choosing to live alone is about prioritizing your own well-being and creating a life that brings you joy and peace. At this point, you've likely recognized multiple signs that living alone might be the right step for you. This realization can be both exciting and a little intimidating. But remember, every major life decision begins with awareness and self-reflection. Now that we've covered all 12 signs, the next step is understanding how to transition into solo living smoothly and successfully. In the next section, we'll discuss how to prepare for this change, emotionally, financially, and practically, so that you can create a home and life that truly suits your needs. Stay with me. Now that you've recognized the signs that living alone might be the right choice for you, the next step is preparing for this transition in a way that feels smooth, empowering, and stress-free. Moving into a home of your own is an exciting opportunity to create a space that reflects your personal preferences, routines, and lifestyle. However, change can feel overwhelming, especially when it involves adjusting to a new way of living. In this section, we will explore the key steps to successfully transition into solo living, ensuring that you feel confident and prepared for this next chapter. Step 1. Embracing the emotional transition. Moving out and living alone isn't just a physical shift, it's an emotional journey as well. While there's excitement in creating your own space, it's normal to feel moments of doubt, loneliness, or uncertainty about this change. Heavy checkmark, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel a mix of emotions. Even if you know this is the right decision, adjusting to a new routine will take time. Heavy checkmark, remind yourself why you chose this path. If doubts creep in, revisit the 12 signs you identified earlier. They are reminders that you made this decision for your well-being. Heavy checkmark, stay connected to loved ones. Living alone doesn't mean isolating yourself. Plan phone calls, visits, or outings with family and friends to maintain strong connections. By allowing yourself to process emotions while embracing the excitement of this new independence, you'll make the transition with greater ease and confidence. Step 2. Finding the right living space. Not all homes are the same, and finding a place that suits your comfort, needs, and lifestyle is essential. Here are key factors to consider when choosing your new home. Heavy checkmark, size and maintenance. Do you want a cozy apartment, a small house, or a retirement community? Consider a space that is easy to manage and maintain. Heavy checkmark, location and safety. Proximity to grocery stores, healthcare, and social activities is important. Choose an area where you feel safe and comfortable. Heavy checkmark, budget and affordability. Living alone means taking full responsibility for bills, rent, or a mortgage. Make sure your new home aligns with your financial situation to avoid stress. Once you've found the perfect space, take time to personalize it with things that bring you comfort and joy, whether it's family photos, cozy furniture, or meaningful decorations. Step 3. Establishing a support system. One of the biggest concerns about living alone is feeling isolated. The key to avoiding loneliness is actively maintaining your social life. Heavy checkmark, plan social activities. Whether it's weekly coffee dates, hobby clubs, or family visits, keeping an active social life helps maintain emotional well-being. Heavy checkmark, use technology to stay connected. Video calls, social media, and messaging apps make it easy to stay in touch with family and friends, no matter where you live. Heavy checkmark, get involved in the community. Join groups, volunteer, or participate in local events. Engaging in activities outside the home provides companionship and fulfillment. Having a strong support network makes living alone feel empowering rather than isolating. Step 4. Creating a comfortable daily routine. Living alone gives you the freedom to structure your day however you like, but having a daily routine helps maintain balance and purpose. Heavy checkmark, set morning and evening routines. Establishing simple routines, such as morning coffee on the balcony or an evening walk, brings stability and enjoyment to daily life. Heavy checkmark, engage in hobbies. Whether it's reading, gardening, painting, or music, doing things you love keeps life fulfilling and enjoyable. Heavy checkmark, prioritize health and wellness. Make time for physical activity, balanced meals, and mental well-being. Solo living is a great opportunity to focus on self-care. By structuring your days with purpose, solo living becomes a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Step 5. Overcoming challenges and enjoying your independence. Like any lifestyle change, living alone will come with ups and downs. But with the right mindset and preparation, it can be an incredibly enriching and liberating experience. Heavy checkmark combat loneliness by staying active and engaged. Keep busy with activities, hobbies, and social interactions to maintain a strong sense of connection. Heavy checkmark embrace the freedom and independence. Living alone means making your own choices, setting your own pace, and designing a life that brings you happiness. Heavy checkmark find joy in the little things. Savor the peace of a quiet home, the freedom to decorate however you like, and the ability to truly focus on yourself and your happiness. Living alone as an older adult is not about being alone. It's about being in control of your life and creating a space where you feel truly at peace. By recognizing the 12 signs that you're ready for solo living and taking the right steps to prepare, you're setting yourself up for a life of freedom, comfort, and personal fulfillment. This journey is about embracing a lifestyle that makes you happy, prioritizing your needs, and enjoying the independence you've earned. If you've been thinking about making this change, now is the time to take that next step toward a home and a life that truly feels like yours. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on living your best life as an older adult. While the idea of living alone as an older adult can be exciting and liberating, it's completely normal to have concerns and doubts before making the transition. Many people worry about loneliness, safety, financial stability, or the ability to manage daily tasks without immediate support. However, these challenges can be addressed with the right mindset and preparation. In this section, we will discuss the most common concerns about solo living and provide practical solutions to ensure that you can confidently embrace this new lifestyle. Concern 1. What if I feel lonely or isolated? One of the biggest fears people have about living alone is the possibility of loneliness. After years of sharing a home with a partner, family, or roommates, adjusting to a quieter space can take time. However, living alone does not mean being lonely. It's about learning how to enjoy your own company while maintaining meaningful connections with others. Heavy checkmark plan regular social interactions. Whether it's weekly meetups with friends, joining a hobby club, or scheduling video calls with family, staying socially active is key. Heavy checkmark adopt a pet. If you love animals, having a pet can provide companionship, structure, and emotional support in your daily life. Heavy checkmark engage in community activities. Look for local events, senior centers, or volunteer opportunities that allow you to meet new people and stay involved. Loneliness is only a challenge when social isolation becomes a habit. By staying engaged and proactive, living alone can feel fulfilling and connected. Concern 2. What if I have a medical emergency? Safety is another top concern, especially for older adults who may worry about falls, illnesses, or medical emergencies occurring while living alone. Heavy checkmark invest in a medical alert system. These devices allow you to quickly call for help in case of an emergency. Many systems include fall detection and GPS tracking. Heavy checkmark keep emergency contacts easily accessible. Have a list of emergency numbers on your fridge, near your phone, and in your wallet for quick access. Heavy checkmark stay active and maintain health appointments. Regular checkups, a healthy diet, and staying physically active can reduce health risks and enhance overall well-being. Having a proactive plan for emergencies ensures that solo living remains safe and stress-free. Concern 3. Can I afford to live alone comfortably? Finances are another important factor when considering solo living. Many older adults wonder whether they will have enough income to cover rent, utilities, groceries, and medical expenses. Heavy checkmark create a budget. List out your monthly expenses and compare them with your income sources, including retirement funds, social security, or pensions. Heavy checkmark consider downsizing. A smaller home or apartment can significantly reduce living costs, maintenance, and utility bills. Heavy checkmark explore financial assistance programs. Many communities offer housing assistance, senior discounts, and government programs to help with expenses. By planning your finances carefully, living alone can be both affordable and sustainable. Concern 4. Will I be able to handle home maintenance and chores alone? Managing household tasks like cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, and repairs can seem daunting when living alone. However, there are many ways to make daily tasks easier. Heavy checkmark use delivery services. Many grocery stores and pharmacies offer home delivery options, making shopping more convenient. Heavy checkmark hire help when needed. If cleaning or yard work becomes too much, consider hiring a professional for occasional assistance. Heavy checkmark simplify household responsibilities. Reduce clutter, opt for low-maintenance home designs, and set a manageable routine for chores. Solo living is about adapting to a lifestyle that works for you. And with the right tools and resources, you can keep your home running smoothly. Concern 5. Will I still feel a sense of purpose? For many people, living alone raises questions about purpose and fulfillment. Without the structure of caring for others, going to work, or having daily interactions with family, some fear that their days may feel empty. However, solo living offers a wonderful opportunity to rediscover your passions and focus on personal growth. Heavy checkmark pursue new hobbies. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, or playing music, engaging in hobbies can bring daily joy. Heavy checkmark stay mentally stimulated. Reading, learning a new language, or taking online courses can keep your mind sharp and engaged. Heavy checkmark find ways to give back. Volunteering, mentoring younger generations, or sharing your skills with the community can bring a strong sense of fulfillment. When you actively create meaning in your life, solo living becomes an enriching experience filled with personal joy and independence. Turning concerns into confidence. Every major life transition comes with challenges, but those challenges can be overcome with the right preparation and mindset. Living alone as an older adult is not about isolation. It's about taking control of your life, prioritizing your happiness, and embracing a lifestyle that suits you best. By addressing concerns about loneliness, safety, finances, home management, and purpose, you can confidently step into a new chapter of independence, joy, and self-fulfillment. If this video has helped you feel more prepared for solo living, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a fulfilling and independent life. Deciding to live alone as an older adult is more than just a lifestyle change. It's an opportunity to embrace a newfound sense of freedom, self-discovery, and personal growth. After years of living with family, partners, or children, solo living offers a chance to fully prioritize your own needs, desires, and dreams. While there may be concerns and challenges, as discussed in the previous sections, this final section focuses on how to make solo living a joyful, fulfilling, and enriching experience. The key to thriving in this new chapter is to approach it with an open mind and a proactive attitude. Let's explore how you can fully embrace independence, find daily joy, and make solo living a rewarding journey. Creating a daily routine that brings joy and stability. One of the biggest adjustments to solo living is structuring your days in a way that keeps you engaged, happy, and mentally stimulated. Without the presence of others setting the pace, it's important to create a routine that works for you. Heavy checkmarks start your day with intention. Whether it's a morning walk, journaling, or meditation, having a morning routine can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Heavy checkmark incorporate physical activity. Exercise, even in small doses like stretching or gardening, helps maintain physical health and boosts mental well-being. Heavy checkmark plan meaningful activities. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, learning something new, or volunteering, having engaging activities prevents boredom and adds purpose to each day. Creating a balanced and fulfilling routine ensures that each day feels meaningful, structured, and enjoyable. Building a strong social life while living alone. One misconception about solo living is that it leads to isolation, but in reality, it can offer more social freedom than ever before. You get to choose who you spend time with, when, and how often, allowing for deeper, more intentional connections. Heavy checkmark prioritize friendships and family time. Schedule weekly calls or visits with loved ones to maintain close relationships. Heavy checkmark join clubs or community groups. Many communities offer groups for book lovers, art enthusiasts, fitness lovers, or hobbyists, great places to make new friends. Heavy checkmark attend local events. Social events, festivals, or even casual outings to coffee shops can introduce you to like-minded people. Living alone doesn't mean being alone. It means having the freedom to nurture meaningful connections while maintaining your personal space. Making your home a space of comfort and happiness. When you live alone, your home becomes a true reflection of your personality, tastes, and lifestyle. It should be a space where you feel safe, relaxed, and completely at ease. Heavy checkmark, declutter, and organize. A well-organized home reduces stress and makes daily life smoother. Heavy checkmark, decorate to reflect your personality. Whether it's cozy furniture, vibrant colors, or sentimental decor, your space should bring you joy. Heavy checkmark, ensure safety and accessibility. Simple adjustments like good lighting, non-slip rugs, and emergency alert systems can enhance comfort and security. Your home should be your sanctuary, a place that promotes peace, creativity, and happiness in your daily life. Discovering personal growth and new passions. One of the biggest benefits of living alone is having the freedom to explore new interests, rediscover old passions, and focus on self-improvement. This is the perfect time to invest in yourself. Heavy checkmark, pursue lifelong learning. Take online courses, read books, or explore subjects you've always been curious about. Heavy checkmark, develop creative outlets. Writing, painting, crafting, or playing music can be deeply fulfilling activities. Heavy checkmark, volunteer and give back. Helping others brings a sense of purpose and connection to the community. Solo living provides the time and space to grow, making this phase of life one of the most exciting and transformative. Maintaining a positive mindset and enjoying the journey. Like any life transition, living alone comes with moments of doubt, loneliness, or uncertainty. However, your mindset plays a huge role in shaping your experience. Embracing independence means seeing the positives, adapting to challenges, and making the most of every moment. Heavy checkmark, practice gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the small joys in life. Heavy checkmark, focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about things beyond your control, shift your energy toward improving your own happiness. Heavy checkmark, celebrate your freedom. Solo living allows you to design life on your terms, embrace it fully. With the right mindset, living alone can be one of the most rewarding and liberating experiences of your life. Living alone as an older adult is not about loneliness, limitations, or fear. It's about freedom, self-discovery, and a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. It's a time to focus on what truly makes you happy, create a lifestyle that supports your well-being, and enjoy the peace and independence that comes with having your own space. If you've been considering solo living but have had doubts, remember, you are capable, resilient, and deserving of a life that feels fulfilling and meaningful. And if this video has helped you feel more confident about embracing this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content on living a full and independent life.